Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go from Cleveland. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Case Brown. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Flush to his right. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A gain there of 21. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
On 1, ready?
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down.
Gun.
A carry here for Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
He'll swing this one out to Brown. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Rock Myles. And it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Here we go. Can. Get Stop.
Now, Burrow. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball.
Here we go.
You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Burrow to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this.
He's got his big tight end, Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Bengals. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals have their 1st lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
It'll be a pickup 10. First down, Cleveland.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, here's Dylan Sampson. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Here's second and 2.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now a toss play, running left. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Gary Beauty, the intended target, and that'll set up 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth?
That is Gary Beauty. Touchdown, Browns.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down the score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession. And they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. And they're on 31-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Like really one play into the drive, you're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Browns will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And the this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Gun. Stop.
On first down, Burrow will find Brown out of the backfield. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's second and inches.
Stop.
At the 40.
Now Brown. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming. But guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now a third and 2. Throwing is Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what. And it ends up being a costly mistake.
That is caught outside on the RPO. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, second and a yard.
38-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
60 Bison.
They'll throw here on third and short. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
Now he'll run it, and he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Going deep downfield for Judy. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that. Down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task, forced the incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
no move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He will have the conversion and more. And he will score. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on fourth down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate. But in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Browns will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Get set.
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bengals.
First down throw for Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Moving to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs.
Here we go.
Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders, Trap.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's a run. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Browns add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
Gun.
On first and 10, Burrow. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's second and 3 to go. Burrow. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Here we go.
Burrow now. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Here's Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. It's going to be third. They need one.
Brings up third and 1.
11 MT.
Back to throw. Burrow. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw is Burrow. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
On one, ready?
Come to the line now on second and 2.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run there in the red zone. It's first down. Looking out of the gun, Burrow. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he will dive into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are able to edge a bit closer. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set. Here we go, set. 70 Lions. Ready, ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll get rid of it and complete it. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
Check. Drop. No. Liking.
On the toss, they'll run. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
Ready? 19, Panthers 50, 19, Lions.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Forced out wide. He'll tuck it. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Panthers 60, Panthers 50, go.
Up the middle they go. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready? Hawk 7, Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneers.
Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
1. On 1, ready?
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Now a give on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They go play action for Burrow. On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Carson's Messenger there on the stop. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop it for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
It's 4th down.
Now, Burrow. That's taken in. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of the receiver, pick up the first down.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. They've got it, and it'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. Well, the chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Off the read, here's Burrow. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Now Burrow going to do this himself. Oh, and he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Now, Burrow. This part, and he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. He gets free. It's a foot race. And he will dive into the end zone. 93 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back from the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball now. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Man in motion is Smith. Play action now. It's Burrow. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got it.
It's 2nd down.
11 MT.
A carry here for Brown. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
3rd and 11.
Let's get set.
To throw is Burrow. This one down the field, but the wind up incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Ready?
Get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go! Ready,
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down?
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. Extra point now by Riley. He knocks it through. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Bengals 22.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
I'm one, ready? Gun.
Now Brown finding room across midfield. And he'll be taken down. It's a gain of 16 and very quickly a 1st down.
Here we go. At the 49-yard line.
Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. That one too far out in front to be brought in. And it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Chase Brown on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, stop.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
12. Stop.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment.
Here we go.
Keeps this to a modest gain
Big
at best.
13. Big 13. 11
Man in motion is Smith.
Stop.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Stop.
Burrow to throw. That is caught at the 3, and he'll take it on in. Brock Bowers, touchdown Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he will get the score, cutting the lead down to 13.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Going back in the backfield hurry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We'll try to run here with Sampson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here we go. Burrow. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the safety, Brett Delpit.
Get it! Cougar 19! 18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal!
Now a give up the middle, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively.
Here we go.
It's 3rd down.
70, hot 70. Go.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get that out wide to Sampson. A pickup there of 13. It's a Browns 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So the Doghouse celebrates.